What's up, guys? So let's talk about quitting our day jobs to breed ball pythons full time. What's better, having a career plus breeding ball pythons, or maybe just focusing all your energy on just breeding ball pythons? What's up, YouTube? It's Baker. Welcome back to Blue Line Morphs. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, check me out on Instagram, blue_line_morphs, Facebook page Blue Line Morphs, Parlors Blue Line Morphs, Morph Markets Blue Line Morphs. Pretty much everything is Blue Line Morphs, right? Can't throw it in your face enough. Like, look how buffy I am with the cop shirt on, the cop, whatever. So, that being said, guys, we're a new ball python breeding channel. I'm an old reptile enthusiast, made the transition to reptile breeder, if you will. Completely, totally new, beginner, don't know what I'm doing, but we're figuring this out together, and that's the point of this channel, is to just show the complete, total transparency of how I screw up, what I learn about, what I think about, and how this journey, where this journey is taking me. So if you want to follow along, come along with the journey, definitely subscribe. Definitely check out the videos. Hit me up on Instagram. I always answer. For the most part, I got about 30 DMs I got to go through. I apologize. If you hear that knocking, that's my 30-pound sulcata doing God knows what she does. That being said, guys, yeah, I didn't post Monday and Wednesday. Okay? So normally I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Saturdays. Sometimes I miss a Wednesday here and there. I apologize about that. But I missed Monday and Wednesday. Long story short, life went through a couple changes recently. Between working late, and then going to my girl's house, and then working late, and things happening at work, and things happening elsewhere. I kind of got wrapped up in life, leveled out. Not going to happen again. I do apologize. I don't think anybody really missed me. I'm kind of convinced that all the views I get is just like my buddies at work letting it run. Maybe my mom watching the video over and over again. But with that being said, I'm back. I apologize. Maybe I'm going to make a couple buffer videos. That way, if something like this happens again, I can just kind of have that video on standby, ready to go. A couple updates now that we haven't spoken in 3 or 4 days, 5 days, whatever it's been. Rats are doing well. I got 2 litters. They're growing up, getting ready for the things I want to raise up. Had 4 pairings this week. Went 4 for 4. Pretty happy about that, all right? The spot-nosed leopard het clown boy locked with my killer leopard clown female. Really happy about that. Should have a lot of Batman-ish projects going on this breeding season. Really happy about. My Coral Globe Lapin Style Trick Mojave male locked with that big old pastel girl from Anthony Oak Reptilia. Check him out. My Puma male from Mike from Red Light Pythons locked with my Bumblebee girl. Again, from Anthony from Oak Reptilia. And then I have one more pairing. What the hell was it? Oh, my Banana Pied male locked my Orange Dream Fire Girl. So we're 4 for 4 this week. Really happy about that. Happy about the Banana Pied and the Orange Dream Fire Girl. Either of them is going to make hets. Remember, I was having issues with the Orange Dream Fire Girl locking with the other male. But we're cool. We're making it work. Other than that, guys, no real updates. I do have a question to ask you guys an opinion on, okay? Now, up in this top row here, I got a pastel entry pied female, 1,800 grams, and 3 normal pied girls that all range from 1,400 grams up to about 1,700, 1,800 grams. This girl right here. Now, we know, if you follow my channel, you know I'm raising this stud up, right? I show them off a lot. Why? Because gotta get your money's worth. All right, this is the Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Pastel Fire, Leopard, Pied Male from Ozzy Boyd. Weighed him today, guys. He ate on Sunday. Today's Friday, so consider him somewhat empty. He didn't poop that I see. But he's just under 500 grams. I'm talking 498, so he might be ready to go. But I don't want to overdo it because he's only a 6-year-old ball python. So you guys have any experience, a 6-month-old ball python, you guys have any experience with pairing a younger snake that size? Let me know what you did. Comment or DM me on Instagram. I really want to know what to do here. But with that being said, obviously the first girl I want to pair him to is that pastel clown pied girl, then the pastel entry pied girl, and then if he's got enough spunk left over, well, anyway, maybe the old school, the older female normal pied. Now I have 2 of the normal pied girls, the normal ones. I have one that's going to go to that possible het pied Batman freak male that I have, try to prove him out. Then I have the 1 pied girl kind of left over in limbo. There's 2 questions here. Oh, two ways to think about this. Do I let her grow up, just make her a monster for next season, 22, 23, 2,500 grams? Or do I utilize her this year with my normal, just my banana pied male? Make some visual normal pies and banana pies. Now, I spoke about this at length, that with this hobby and my breeding project, I want to have both high-end and lower-end stuff. So do I hold off for the higher end stuff with this Aussie boy? Or do I make some normal pies, some banana pies for people that don't want to drop $1,000 on a pied animal? Maybe just want to drop a couple $100 on a nice banana pie, a nice normal pie. I don't know. I mean, they're sitting there, they're eating, they're doing well. The banana pie's only hooked up with the Orange Root Fire Grill. What do you guys think? I don't know what to do. With that being said, let's get right into today's video. I had done a video, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago talking about giving up being a police officer to breed full time. And was I going to do that? Would I ever consider doing that? Because I had a couple coworkers ask me if I was going to do that. Actually, I had one of my buddies, Bez, say, how much you got to make a month to quit this job? The answer is, I don't give a shit how much I make, I'm not quitting. And people have asked me why I said that, right? Why, if I could make maybe equal pay or make more money just focusing on ball python instead of putting your life at risk, blah, 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 you know, blowing smoke on my ass. But why do it? And I'm going to tell you why. First and foremost, I love my job, right? It is what it is. Obviously, I'm a buff, okay? Come at me. So, but I wanted to get into a few reasons why I think it's good to have like a 9 to 5, good to have like a day job, good to have a vocation or a career while breeding ball pythons. The benefits I've seen and why I'm going to keep doing it. Maybe some of the benefits of breeding full time, not that I've done it, but what I can see just from my perspective and opinion on things. With that being said, full disclosure, guys, there is a shit ton of people that breed full time. That big time. You can make hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this, right? Depending on the size of your operation, the type of animals you're breeding, the quality, quantity, whatever the case may be. And also, guys, like you talk about guys like, you know, Miguel, Billy, Ozzy, Justin, these guys making a living off of this stuff. That's awesome. I love that. That's cool. You know, would I want to do that? Sure. But am I going to do it? No. No, I'm going to tell you why. And also, I think, another disclosure, depends where you live in. Straight up. You make 100 grand off a snake, let's say a year, and you're on Long Island, you're in Suffolk, I got news for you. You got an apartment, okay? If you're Nebraska or some shit, or Arkansas, you got a house, you're living good, all right? It kind of is what it is. But like, so with that being said, like, all right, so I work a decent amount of overtime. I make good money. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying this to be a dick and throw in people's faces. I'm very, very fortunate. I'm very humbled about it, very grateful for it. Again, I make anywhere between $140,000 to $150,000 a year. Work my ass off for it, so it is what it is. I also have a tenant. You met Frankie Cutts a couple times. So we're talking about bringing in about $7,000 a month, $7,500 a month, $7,500 a month cash after taxes, net, etc. My overall bills are about $5,100 a month. I'm talking mortgage, student loans, feeding my fat ass, cars, everything else. So it's in excess of about $2,000. Of course, you have some weird expenses that pop up. Figure in excess of $1,500. Not bad to put back into the business. You know, I have my side hustle, stuff like that. Really not bad. But now, what happens if I had to rely on snakes to pay that? Okay? And that's what this video is about. So let me get into this quickly. I have my cheat sheet, as usual, not being rude, not looking down. These goddamn gnats. Drive me nuts. Anyway, listen, straight up. It's really nice to have a career because my bills are paid. It's a foundation, okay? My life expenses are all taken care of. Every month, my mortgage and everything I just listed, everything's paid for. I don't have to worry about things, okay? It's really nice to have that to fall back on. There's no real pressure. It's a constant flow of money. There's no pressure to sell snakes, right? If all of a sudden you're living paycheck to paycheck because you're breeding full time, and let's say you have a snake that's worth $1,500, but shit, I gotta keep the lights on, I'll sell them for $900. You're doing yourself a disservice, you're doing the animal a disservice, doing the hobby a disservice, okay? But if you have that steady flow of income coming in from a career or daytime job, you're good to go, okay? You have that fortitude and you have that stability. I think that's really, really important, especially when it comes to this hobby, because realistically, guys, you can't count on snakes to breed for you, right? I mean, the better you get at it, the better odds and stuff like that, and I get that. But if you're used to making X, let's say you're used to making 100 grand off of snakes, and you're living good in Arkansas, wherever you are, and I don't want to pick in Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you got a bad season. Let's say you're like me and you cook your eggs. Now what? Right? You're kind of shit out of luck, right? You don't have to worry about feeding your kids, feeding your family, taking care of your responsibilities, because now it changes the whole dynamic of the animal for you. Now they're no longer your pets and your hobby and your pleasure zone, if you will. Now they're a career. Now they're a job, and you're relying on them to take care of yourself. And I feel like I would start looking at them differently. I would start viewing them more, not as pets and a hobby, but as just a straight up business and source of income. Now the pressure's on to do well. Now I'm in here and I'm not sitting here and enjoying taking care of my snakes. I'm not listening to music, drinking beer, cleaning up snake shit, and enjoying it on my days off. Now I'm in here, I'm stressing. How's this animal doing? This animal's not eating. There's no rush now if you have this ability of a career or a job or cash flow from somewhere, right? There's no rush. Like this Aussie boy, listen, if he's not ready to go this year, he's not ready to go. But let's say this is my only source of income. This is all I'm doing. I dropped 4 or 5 grand on him. He's got to breed for me this year. But you're forcing the animal to breed, or you're relying on that animal to breed, where, you know what, if he doesn't breed this year, who really gives a shit, right? My bills are paid. That's a really important thing for me. Yeah, I mean, those are my main points with that, guys. Like, realistically, it's just the pressure's off. You have the stability. You have something to fall back on. You don't have to worry about paying your bills. And this maintains itself as a hobby business to you. It doesn't become an overall way of taking care of yourself. Now, with that being said, I guarantee you that there's good things about breeding full-time. One, you can focus on the animals nonstop. Like, I go to work sometimes and I work a 70-hour week. I'm shot. Do I really want to come in here and check water? Probably not. I still get it done because they're my animals and they're relying on me. But if you don't have to worry about another job, all this shit is run really, really well. You can dedicate all your time to it. And you can also take care of a bigger collection, right? And you can dedicate more. Like, I'm a big advocate of the more time what you put into is what you get out of it. So if you're breeding full time, you can put 100% focus into it, and you get a lot more out of it, right? That is kind of the reality. It is kind of the flip side of things now that I'm thinking about it. But again, I think the biggest aspect of that, the biggest problem I have with that, is it changes the dynamic with your animals. They're no longer a pet, no longer a hobby side gig, if you will, side flow, side hustle. Now there's your full-time responsibility. A lot of added pressure on yourself, a lot of added pressure on these animals. So overall, guys, what I'm trying to say is, like, I like maintaining, people have been asking me, I like maintaining my career. I like having that backup plan, right? You got even my buddy, Sal from Go West Pythons. He's got a great steady career too. And it's really nice to know that, no matter what, my bills are paid, everything's good to go, and I can put the excess money into the snakes. And listen, once you start cranking, once you start moving, they kind of pay for themselves anyway, right? Now, I know I might get some flack for this because there's people that breed full time. I totally get that. I totally respect that. I just feel as though, especially living in Suffolk County, New York, Long Island, whatever, where it's a little more pricey to live here. You're talking, if you're not making 150 grand a year, you're not getting a house, bro. It's just that simple. And even having 150 grand a year and having a house, that's what you get when you drive a Honda, okay? That's life here. It's just, I feel like better to have that cash flow, better to have that stability, maintain that side job, maintain that regular job, that 9 to 5, that vocation, that career. Because also, realistically, guys, the good thing about, why not have more money, right? Think about it this way. Realistically, you breed dogs. You got to constantly feed them, clean up after them, they're running around, they're tearing your yard up, you got to look at the puppies, blah, 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 right? It's every single day you got to put hours into it. You don't got to do that with this. I mean, you can't ignore them. I come in here 4 or 5 times a week to clean up, check things out, water, changes, stuff like that. If something gets dirty, I get that. But realistically, I can dedicate myself. I've been doing it, right? I've been doing the YouTube thing, been doing the social media aspect, been doing the breeding, and been doing the full-time police work, working 70-hour week and still maintaining this business. Now, I understand I only have about 40 animals, right? And it might be a problem when I have 200 or 300 animals, whatever the case may be, but you can still maintain that career, still maintain that vocation, have that cash flow, have that stability of paying for your life while having this on the side, because it doesn't really take that much time and effort opposed to another full-time job, right? Let's say I wanted to make more money. I'd have to actually go to that job and work 40 hours a week. So talking about 80-hour weeks, where when you have these animals, you got to put your time, your dedication, and yes, I know, once you have a bigger collection, it takes even more time. That's why you grow steadily and slowly, and you slowly adjust to it. Right now, taking care of 40 animals, not that big of a deal for me, with 70 hours of work a week, 60 hours of work a week. So that being said, you have your back bedroom, you have your animals hanging out in the little apartments, it's making money for yourself, you get your side business going. Why not keep it going with another full-time job? Keep the cash flow going, keep the pressure off the animals, keep the pressure off yourself. That's how I feel. What do you guys think? I want to hear from you full-time breeders. How are you making it work? Where are you from? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Right? You have a bad season, you might be short of luck. I don't know. I like having that, I like having that money come in from PD. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Quick little video for Friday. Sorry about that Monday, Wednesday issue. As always, guys, listen, really appreciate it. Be safe. Please remember, watch your 6.